Welcome back to Crazy Dave's Crew. I'm Laura and you're watching Thursday Threads. A couple weeks ago we posted a video of my batik, scrappy, 4-patchy quilt that I'm making for our bed. And Daisy May 9015, I believe was her handle, asked how I cut the 2.5 inch squares. She asked if I used an AccuQuilt. I could have, and I do like my AccuQuilt. But for something like the squares, and especially for this project, I didn't want to waste the little extra fabric and the rotating it and all that. Yes, the electric one is on my wish list, but not going to happen for a little while. So, Daisy May, you asked. I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, I'd already started another one a while back for my leaders and enders. We'll have David put a card in there for you if you're interested in the leaders and enders. So I had already started something with patriotic. So I pulled down some of my patriotic. The fold is important. And there are two ways that you can do this, and I'm going to show you both ways. So I'm going to put my fold right up against a line because the fold is going to be a straight line. And the first thing I'm going to do is, and this is a Fiskars, I believe it's called an all-in-one, or anyway, it's a wonderful tool. I love it. It will be in our shop, and the link to the Amazon shop will be down in the description, so be sure you check that out. And I'm just going to kind of line this up, and I'm just going to trim this edge so it's nice and straight. Alright, so the one way I'm going to do it is you're going to see we have our numbers. I want 2.5 inches, so I'm going to put, not the 3, you could do 2 3/4 if you just want to give yourself some wiggle room. I'm going to go ahead and do 2.5. And so I've got that 2.5 inch line going along the edge of my fabric. And this is 4 layers here. So the fabric has been folded, and then I folded it back down. And then I am just going to go across. And I have a 2.5 inch strip. And then all you have to do, this is another one of my favorite tools. It's just an Omnigrid 2.5 by 18, I think it is. Yeah, 2.5 by 18. This will also be in our Amazon shop. I cannot tell you guys how much I use this. And I'm just going to line this up a little bit. I'm going to cut that off. And because it's 2.5 inches, we're just going to line that up against the edge of the fabric. And I have a 2.5 inch strip. Sorry, I have a 2.5 inch block. Don't you love that fabric? I love this fabric. This is so cute. The little guitar, the USA, the boot. Now, the other way you could do it and I don't like going 8 layers, so I'm just gonna go 4 layers again. So I'm gonna take this, fold it over. I don't like them when they're longer than my ruler. I like it being my ruler length. Use your fingernails, kind of scrape it so it's all good. And again, your fold right up against a line. And again, this is 2.5 inches. And if it's a little over, it's okay, because you're gonna square these up. You're gonna cut them to be the perfect size after you get your pieces sewn together. Nice and firm. Keep your fingers on the ruler. I'm gonna say that again. Keep your fingers on the ruler. This is another tool the safety. If you want to work barefoot and you drop it, it's not going to cut your big toe off because as soon as you let go. But I'm not letting go, and I don't want my finger in the way, so keep your finger on the ruler. And you have a 2.5 inch strip. Easy breezy. So that are two different ways that you can cut the smaller squares. Now the postage stamp size, I do use my AccuQuilt on because that's too little. But just for squares, I don't tend to use my AccuQuilt. I can do that here. Octagons, hexagons, birds, puppies, gnomes, anything that's fussy, that's an AccuQuilt job. But just for squares, you don't need an AccuQuilt. Really, you just need this ruler. But this is great. Two favorite tools. Both will get you your smaller squares. Well, Daisy May, I hope that answered your question. I hope this kind of helps. Now, if you want to tell, somebody that you really need an AccuQuilt, absolutely, tell them you really want one. But you can't use this as the reason why. I can help you come up with some reasons. And they're good, valid reasons. But just for cutting a square, nah. Just get the Fiskars, your Omnigrid, and a Rotary tool, and you are off and running. Hope this helps. Don't forget, safety is important. Keep those fingers on your rulers when you're using your Rotary. I hope this has helped a lot. I hope this will make your cutting go a little quicker, a little easier, more accurate. Very important. Please feel free to like and share, make a comment. Most importantly, don't forget to come back. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you right here on Crazy Dave's Crew. Have a great day.